Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
(3-0) versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
Let's go, brother.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable the centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Let's go.
Brissett to throw on first. And that's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Mack, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On third down, Brissett, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Great job.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Leonard Fournette looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Here's Foles. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4.
Now Foles. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll run on first down. Mack, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down now, it's Mack. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5. Brissett from the gun on third. And he's got his man Hilton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing, Brissett. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Foles. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Ben Gideon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brissett now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. Great
coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The open man is Westbrook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Fournette on the counter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
He'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Returning it is Moore. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. That is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run the draw play with Mack. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This will be fielded at the 17.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On third down, here's Peyton.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On first down, Dillon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come on. Check 52.
Deferring to Armstead on the draw. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check, 47.
On 2nd down and 4. Brissett looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
We play to win. Let's go.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Pick your game up.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett, he'll get this one to Switzer. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
In your face.
To throw again on second down. Brissett, and the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Here's Foles. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete.
Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running it here with Peyton. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They go right back to Mack. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brissett now. Funchess has it complete. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On first down, Dillon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Foles. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Foles completes it to Lee. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me
I
there,
was.
partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett taken in by the tight end Doyle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Mack.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And the ball is knocked out.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Brissett. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Fournette. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fournette running out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On play action, Brissett trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And that one... skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
They get the former number 6 overall pick, Quentin Nelson, out of Notre Dame that time. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Quick throw here to Hilton. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, 47. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Foles and the Jags down 21-15. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He's back to throw.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A try here for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver, and it was the Browns that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And the Colts coming out now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Even. 4th down. Even.
And they take a knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Jaguars, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.